Hi, this is my new project, a refurbishment of loudspeakers, vintage loudspeakers from 1976, I believe, designed by famous Bart Locanthi, JBL guy, and this is 50 watt, well, 100 watt version peak. So this is the older version of HPM-100. What I'm going to do with these speakers, I'm going to let my local furniture refurbisher do the cabinets, respray with black matte paint the front and brown color, brown matte the rear, and obviously I keep these stickers, so I have to take them off and we'll put them back because I want to keep it all in original look. And there was like a piece of paper attached to the rear, which I will do as well. We'll reprint it and it will look really nice as grills. This is the original piece of paper, was stamped to the rear of the speaker, so I want to scan it and obviously put it back to its former glory and stamp it back to the speaker. So this is going to be a few weeks project because I have to probably wait for 2 weeks for my local furniture man to do the speakers. The woofer's taken off. So I think that was it's quite nicely done. If I compare it with those HPM-700 which I've got here, it's much nicer made inside. There's more padding inside, and I will add more padding inside, more damping wool, Monaco and MDH or MDN, or how is it called too. That fully synthetic wool, I will put it inside to get rid of resonances, because you can see they just didn't really put much in there on the top, and so the woofer didn't have really any foamings around, but I might add some later. And this is the chamber for mid-range, which has got like kind of like a carpet swing at the rear, quite thick. It's quite funny. And this is the bass reflex, and so this is from Vita, and this those I have to say, those speakers are really thick, really nicely made. And this one, that batch with potentiometers, it's glued from the other side, so I just took the front batch and I'll leave it as it is. I'll just seal it and respray it and then put it back. I'll show you. That one's got quite a lot of beaten, so they will just strip it, and I want high gloss finish across, which I took off already, so you can see it's 100 watt version, and I will replace those posts for vintage banana posts, and there was like mods on Audio Karma, which I think Matt was doing. We changed that coil. This is 0.6 and he changed it for 0.9, and capacitors he changed up 4.3 microfarads for 10, and then he changed quite a lot of people changing this resistor for 10 watts resistor. This is 5 watt 10 ohm resistor, so I will change those. I will keep it original, and I won't do any mods, although I believe they might be better. There was like various mods of some people just changed entire crossover and made it with point-to-point wiring, but I will just change those caps and change these resistor and binding posts, which are going through through there to these two screws, and maybe just change wires for woofer. First thing, I start working on crossovers, and I ordered new caps and resistors, and I decide to keep the crossovers in the same values as it was originally. Now I just decide if I put those massive new fashion binding posts, or if I use those more vintage looking ones. And I also might decide I might keep the crossovers, put it back, or as it was, or I might put them on separate boards, because the caps will be bigger, and it will be a little bit pain with those binding posts, because they would need to come through, and I would need to wire it somewhere around. I finished the cleaning of crossovers and take those sold caps off, and now I have to put new caps in, and those pins are a little bit annoying because they are in the way of caps. Generally those crossovers are a little bit cramped, to be honest, but yeah, well, it will go. And finally the crossovers are done. I installed 11 watt 10 ohm 5% resistor, and I think this one is for super tweeter, and then two 2.2 microfarad capacitor, one 3.0 microfarad, and 1 liter one 0.15, and down there, and glue it together. It was a little bit funny operation, but I managed to do it quite easily in the end. And I installed new Supra cable for the woofer, and that one, this cable is for speaker binding posts, and I attach it to the board because it wouldn't really fit into that rear binding post, so I had to do it that way because it was just. And this is the binding post. I put proper modern binding posts in there, so it's really thick, and these will be at the rear of the speaker, and these will go there, and this platform will be attached somewhere inside the cabinet. From my local carpenter, I've got a new varnish, and that the surface is a high gloss finish, and it looks absolutely amazing. And what I did myself, I actually sprayed the front, and it looks pretty good. And also the rear side, I'll show you. That finish is just it's just amazing. You can see that it's high gloss, and I sprayed the rear side, and that's the reminiscence of the old surface. And also there's installed the crossover inside. I install the medium drivers, and there's potentiometers there. On these sides, take it with the razor blade and lift it up, because it was stick with double-sided tape. And on the way back I did the same with double-sided tape. These driver actually had that dust cupped pushed in, and we were actually quite well worked out. For me, it was that you take some water and you wet it up so it gets really soft, and then take vacuum cleaner and vacuum it back. Basically, it's just poked back, and actually it looks quite nice now. And then you can it's not actually dried out yet, but you can let it dry out, or you can use a hair dryer. And the next step will be putting that extra padding inside. I've got loads of acoustic wool here, and so I decided to have to cut it half and then half again, and I see the situation how it goes, because it might be a bit too much for one speaker, that one half, so it's quite a lot. As you can see, I managed to tuck it in, but in the end I needed only half of the rock wool I thought I will need, which is about that much, and so I managed to tuck it all around the place, so it's fairly even. And now I just take this gun and try to just attach it a little bit to the wall, so it doesn't fly around. It's all done now. I've got this beautifully polished cabinet with high gloss, and I installed the super tweeters and tweeters mid-range. It looks really nice. I really like that high gloss. I wanted to show you how it looks like from the rear. This is obviously sprayed, and this is that little pass sticker, and I staple back the operating guide as it was in there. That's what I was saying. I restore it, and then this is the connectors, and they are quite nice.